Colin, lovely to see you. Well, how does it feel to be back here at Balmoral?
Oh, it's wonderful. Look, last year was good. Last year was good to see all the exhibitors there, but this year's at a different level. It's great to see customers, stakeholders, friends of the whole AFBI thing, and it's just great to get out and about and meet people.
2 long years for many people during a pandemic, which has seen the scientific community elevated, has a much stronger profile, and we perhaps understand more now the need to have scientific backed evidence to improve our response to climate change.
Well, if I could just remind everybody, AFBI did play a role within the whole COVID thing, where VSD and AFBI played a vital role in helping test for COVID, and that increased the profile of AFBI immensely. And that work continues, that relationship continues with the health boards and health trusts, and I know there's new initiatives being talked about between the two organisations. But it is proved, without a shadow of a doubt, that science and science approach will solve problems. And the problems that we have coming down facing the agri-food sector will be solvable through science, and AFBI is well placed to do that. The initiative, the Green Growth Initiative, the climate bill that has just gone through Stormont, all indicate the direction of travel AFBI will be on over the next 5, 10, 15 years to try and help the farmers, help the agri-food sector to get through these pressures that they're going to be under and are under already. We're seeing fertiliser at record amounts. How do we solve that? We know we have a problem with our soils. How do we help the farmers solve those problems? And that work is going on. It's going on in industry, it's going on in AFBI, and it is leading to some very, very interesting collaborative projects.
And AFBI has always been keen to collaborate and work hand in hand with other academic institutions like Queen's.
Well, we signed a strategic alliance with them a few years ago, and that has evolved into a very close working relationship now. But we have been working closely with them on how to position ourselves and been able to answer some of these big questions that are being asked. We're also involving industry to try and ensure that we're working with them closely to solve the problems that they will have, specifically in meeting the demands of their customer base, but in also making the demands of their suppliers, whether it be dairy, beef, sheep, or whatever sector in the farming community that happens to be.
And a really good example of that being DAERA, of course, and the recently announced soil nutrient scheme.
Oh, this is significant. This is a scheme that takes us into the top level of research. No one else is doing this in the world, and this will give us access to data that we will be able to utilise to help individual farmers deal with individual issues within their farms. It will not be only us able to offer that advice, but their farm advisors from CAFRE, from vets, from their advisors, from their customers will all be able to help them work out how they can improve the nutrient value of the soil, the complex nature of the soil. I think it's very good news for the farmers in Northern Ireland. I would encourage all of them to sign up. My understanding is that ability to register is coming up later this month, and when it comes out, I would urge all farmers to get involved. This can only be good news for the farming community, and AFBI, we're well set up to be able to deal with the information. I think then take that information, get it in such a format that can be utilised for improvement.
Am I right in thinking this is a world first?
World first, no one else is doing this, and if we use it right, it will give us access to data that then can create IP that should be exportable. As other countries come to try and deal with the problems that we have, we will be ahead of the game. For the entire supply chain, this is good news. Whatever happened, it is good news. But for the likes of the Tesco's, the Marks and Spencers, the Sainsbury's, to be able to work with a Dale Farm, an ABP, a Caro, and know that they're working with farmers who are out there to improve the environmental aspects of the supply chain will be good news to them as well.